It's just after 8 a.m. and I am still snuggled in my quilt. I have used the restroom. I made a little coffee. So working on that. But it is that beautiful sun that had been waiting for. Oh my gosh, I look insane. But I actually slept last night. So this morning at like 6:37 o'clock, I was like, oh, what time is it? I saw the moon was up and I thought maybe it's like 3 o'clock or something. And I had slept till 6:30 or 7 o'clock and it was awesome. So the last time I looked at the clock and used the bathroom was 12:30. So, and I was asleep before 12:30. I slept for several hours before 12:30. So it's very nice to have sleep. It's been cold. Like every night's been in the 34, 35 degree range. So I have to sleep with my phone, my water filters, my batteries. You have to sleep with everything to keep them warm. Water filters, if they get frozen, they won't like tell you they're broken. They'll just stop actually filtering your water, but you won't know that. So you just got to keep them warm. And I feel kind of coming down with something. But I felt like that for a while. So take my supplements, hopefully sleep warm tonight and sleep warm Saturday night. And then we're going to have better weather. So it's going to be more in the 60s, 50s, and 60s and lows in the 40s as opposed to lows in the 30s. So hopefully I at least get through Shenandoah National Park before I call it quits for the winter. Wherever I end, I'm going to start in at springtime and hike north back to Virginia to wherever I left off. So, I'd like it to be somewhere special like McAfee Knob or the entrance to Shenandoah National Park. That works as well. So that's what I'm contemplating. Like, do I call it at the end of Shenandoah, or do I keep going and then end up being picked up at route something, whatever? It's just this weird place that doesn't have really special meaning. I thought Grayson Highlands would be amazing. Damascus would be amazing, like, because I have relations to those places. McAfee Knob is another beautiful place. I hiked there with my dog Chenzi a lot. So that would be an iconic place. I'm still a couple hundred miles away though. It's doable as long as it's not so cold. I'm so grateful for this little spot where I slept until the sun warmed me. Bye. Have a good day. Bye now. Your wife is turning into a blueberry. I'm currently staying at Open Arms Hostel and in Virginia near the Shenandoah National Park, and I really feel like eating one of my regular meals. I had one not too long ago that I cooked on the stove, and it was so good. I mean, it's good out in the woods, but it's so good cooked on the stove. This is one of my original meals when I was still trying to figure out the packaging. When you dehydrate things get crunchy and they pop the bags. So we were using Mylar for a little bit, but we ended up just using zip top bags that are the freezer version, so that I can put hot water right into the bag and use that to cook in, versus cooking in my pot, which then has to be like cleaned every time when you could just cook hot water in it. So this was bison and Brussels sprout risotto that I then added some collagen, goat milk, powdered goat milk, and then I dehydrated 2 different types of cheeses, a goat cheese and a sheep cheese, and added that as well. So looking forward to this for breakfast. I had a really nice day at Allison's hostel in Luray, Virginia. It was great that it wasn't just through hikers. There were people doing trail maintenance. There were people just passing through to see the caverns and stuff. It was nice. She had wonderful dogs. But my husband does come and take me home, not just for one night, but I actually am taking a couple nights at home. I eat lots of protein, fat, and produce and watch other people hike. I get my new fanny pack and warmer gear, and he takes me back to Allison's after work so that I can start on the trail the next morning. Good Monday morning for me from Shenandoah National Park. I'm currently working my way up from Thornton Gap to Mary's Rock, so this is probably the hardest part of the day, I hear. I have a 14-point-something mile day planned today, so I'm going to the second shelter available. I'll be passing the Skyland Resort, so possibly getting some food. I do have only little less than 3 days of food with me, and I have a food drop coming Wednesday afternoon around 4 o'clock, so that I can be out here for 7 days without carrying 7 days worth of food. Totally worth it to pay for that food drop. And had a lovely stay at Allison's Open Arm Hostel in Luray, Virginia. I hiked down to Thornton Gap Thursday, got picked up by her, had planned on just staying one day and getting back out on trail Friday, but I was so cold. I don't have warm enough stuff, or didn't have warm enough stuff. So I said, okay, I'm going to take a 0 because it's going to get warmer. And then my husband's like, I'm just going to come get you. And so he picked me up Friday afternoon, and we went immediately to REI. I got a warmer sleep pad. I got warmer pants. I already had like smart wool long johns, but I didn't have them with me. So I've taken on some extra weight, and to make up for that, I've gotten rid of my Ursack and went to a regular just dry bag that I'm going to hang when there's not a pole or box available. And working really hard to not carry too much food. I'm very good at carrying too much food because I like to eat. And honestly, what I'm really good at is not eating the food that I should be eating. I'm like carrying enough food, but I'm not eating it. But I don't want to lose any more weight. So I'm going to work on eating my food. And that's it. It is perfect climbing weather. Standing still weather is too cold. Going up mountain weather, perfect. I am in love with this amazing tree. Look at this limb. Twisted open. Exposed, wounded, but continues to grow. It's resting on a rock there to hold that limb up, and it's alive. All gnarly, like an old grandpa or something. Look at me. think I just huffed and puffed up most of the hard part. I mean, I know I huffed and puffed, but I think I'm done with most of the hardest part for today. Whew. Breezy. We have more views today, so I'm looking forward to it. I love it when on my Far Out app I see lots of little camera symbols, because that means hopefully you get to see something really cool. They're so good. Beautiful day. Here's the AT. A moldering prairie right there. 2 hours in, or a couple miles in, I mean, to my hike for the day. Very nice. And a cutie patootie little shelter. I love the big bear box. Oh, I thought it would be open on this side. Bird's nest. Number 3. This used to be a day use shelter, but it's been changed to an overnight shelter. But evidently it gets windy in here. Nice fireplace though. Awesome. I like this, that you don't have to really like climb through the mud to get to bed. And there is a table. Time to move on, time to get going. What lies ahead, I have no way of knowing. Under my feet, baby, grass is growing. Time to move on, time to get going. It is just a radiant day. Unlawful to feed wildlife, but not hikers. Hikers you can feed. It's great if you had trash, you could get rid of it right here appropriately, and recyclables. But there's a privy somewhere. There are bathrooms and a water spigot here somewhere. So drink down my vitamin water, and I'm gonna fill this with water and drink a bunch, and then fill it with water and my ultimate power. There's bathrooms and there's water. Awesome. Is this open? There's a couple options for bathrooms, it looks like. Picnic tables with fire, water. There's bathrooms there. Yeah, closed for winter. Okay. Comfort station, water. Water. Hello, beautiful. No water. I think I will. Ooh. Got some colors popping.
Wow.
I just want to give a big, I just want to not trip and die. I just want to give a big shout out to Sean and his dog Maggie, who hiked with me for a few hours and chatted with me and had lunch with me at Skyland. It was great to meet you, and I wish you the best of luck with your hashtag van life and new journey. So best to you, Sean. Thank you so much. Some big thing. I don't know if it's turkey vultures. There are multiple animals digging around. seemingly digging. What the heck? Oh my gosh, what kind of animals are these? They seem big. Should I really walk by them? I can't really see them. I'm in a very populated other area of Shenandoah National Park. From here, I'm like, are those wild boar? What on earth are they? They are large animals. Oh, they are birds. Turkeys. They seem ginormous. It seems like birds I should not be walking by a herd of. Flock murder. They're turkeys. They seem quite large. I've said that multiple times. I hope that the emphasis is on. I think these animals are quite large. And there are so many. There we go. All right, very cool. They're beautifuls. Hey, babies. So sweet. Hi. Nibble, nibble, nibble. That's the crunchy steps of a deer who was just in the trail, going up and away. Whoop. There you are. Hey, baby. After a week of being really cold on trail, being alone, isolated, not moving as quickly as I want to, and really doubting myself, like doubting that I could finish my through hike before my start date of May 8th, I met this old soul, this wise and resilient tree, this takes a licking and keeps on ticking, I'm not going to stop tree. That was exactly what I needed. And then I met Sean, this wise and resilient man, and his sweet and smart dog, Maggie. And we walked together for a few hours. We ate together. And he thought it was so cool that I was through hiking. He restored my belief in myself, and I needed him. And I think he needed me too. We were trail angels for each other. And it was one of the best days I've had on trail. And I had a whole renewed spirit. Thanks again, Sean. And thank you for watching.